Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jameis to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Winston from the gun on third down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. From the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, Winston. Able to find Harris, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Kamara there with a first down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's second down.
2 yards on.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hill. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears 3, Saints nothing. Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Deep ball for Goodwin. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Heavy on the edges.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Deontay Harris. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 11. Throwing, Winston. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second and 3. Winston going for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's third and short.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Third and short yardage. Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second.
They go play action. Winston.
6-yard line.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
They'll run it with Kamara. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1-yard line.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch the twist. Check. Crack down. Check the backer.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Saints 13, Bears 3. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
His throw caught right around the 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Winston being chased out left, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Mack in on the tackle. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Lutz is good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
To kick off for New Orleans.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Here's Cohen now to return. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now.
The score is Saints 16, Bears 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. His throw incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Here's Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Ready, 525. Check me out.
Jameis now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On second down, Winston again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jameis again. Escaping the pressure right. He'll air it out deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
2nd and 5 now. Winston. Pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And credit that sack to Robert Quinn. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Third down, here's Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Here's Cohen now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action now. Winston sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Winston now. Looking long for Thomas. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10.
1st and goal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the counter, here's Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Powers through.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will give him a 12-point lead. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Bears take over 1st and 10. at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on
this run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Jimmy Graham, likely coming near the end of what has just been a tremendous career. One that started for him as a member of the Saints. He played with them from 2010 to 2014, and in that span, he was twice a 1,000-yard receiver and 3 times a Pro Bowler. He will always be remembered fondly in New Orleans. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
6-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. 2nd and 14. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
Santos lining up.
Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Second and 11.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On first down, Murray. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left.
3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now left side on the swing pass. Not much there, only a yard.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. David Onyemata there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
9 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
180. 26 mark. Big stop, G. Big stop.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Max 50, Max 50. Hey.
Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for New Orleans, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.